Welcome to the Midweek Wrap on Yarra Rangers Life TV, the only hyper-local news program for the Yarra Valley and the Rangers. And guess where we are this week? Yes, we went to the Oktoberfest. We'll be sharing some highlights with you later on the program, as well as, of course, the latest local news headlines, the weather ahead, and what else we've been up to. Well, we've been up to heaps, so stay tuned. But now, as I always say, it's time for the latest local news headlines presented by Jim Brown.
Hi, I'm Jim Brown. Welcome to the Midweek Wrap, brought to you as always from the beautiful grounds of the Killara Estate and Winery in Seville East, overlooking the Yarra Ranges. Now, all the male newspapers this week include a special supplement dedicated to bushfire preparation and prevention. It certainly is timely for this summer and in our beautiful bush-clad part of the world. There's a lot of good information and advice which is well worth reading. Now, in the news sections of the papers, the Rangers Trader Mail's main story is about Puffing Billy's special commemoration of the centenary of the first Remembrance Day on November the 11th, 1918, when the guns fell silent on the battlefronts and peace was declared. On November the 11th this year, thousands of handmade poppies will decorate Puffing Billy and the town of Emerald. This is due to the loving dedication of people who knitted, sewed or crocheted so many of the poppies, recognised all around the world as a symbolic reminder of the devastating trench warfare on the Western Front. Volunteers are needed to sew the poppies onto banners and webbing to decorate Emerald. The story has details if you're able to help. And another Anzac story, the Upper Yarra Mail covering a moving ceremony to mark the centenary of an important World War I battle at the French village of Montrebrahan in 1918. Where a young local soldier, George Ingram, performed amazing acts of bravery under enemy fire. His deeds earned him the last Victoria Cross awarded in the war, and the only one earned by a soldier from the Yarra Valley. As part of the ceremony, the first sods were turned to mark the beginning of construction for the planned Civil War Memorial. The Mount Evelyn Mail and the Belgrave Ferntree Gully Mail's front pages look at a network of CCTV cameras around those towns, officially launched by Casey MP Tony Smith last Friday. Police and business have welcomed the cameras, which produce high-quality images to read registration plates, the colour of vehicles, and even facial recognition. The cameras are promoted as a means to reduce crime and vandalism and will be monitored around the clock at the Lilydale Police Station. The Mountain Views Mail's front story is about how bollards may have slowed an ambulance responding to an emergency involving a young child. Jessica Manley dialed 000 after her 2-year-old daughter Isabella started having convulsions at their home in the Blue Gums Drive area. The ambulance took longer than expected, and according to Jessica Manley, on the way to the Maroondah Hospital, where incidentally the child recovered, a paramedic told her the ambulance's GPS took the vehicle down a dead-end street and the crew had to find another way to the address. Ambulance Victoria is arranging for Healesville's station manager to speak to Jessica about this matter, and a spokesman says ambulances' GPSs are regularly updated. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching the Midweek Wrap. I'm Jim Brown. Stand by now for the weather.
And what have Yarra Rangers Life TV been up to, of course? Well, we've had a chockers week as always. Last Wednesday, we went to the secret gardens of the Dandenong Rangers VIP tour, and to find out more about that fantastic secret garden experience, here's a little bit more from Mary Whiting. Mary, hey, thank you very much for joining us live on Yarra Rangers Life TV.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Now, the secret gardens of the Dandenong Ranges is what we're
Yes.
here to have a chat about.
Fantastic.
And it all starts on the 17th of October.
It does, yes.
Now, we're very lucky because we're part of the very special VIP Twilight Tour, which is about to kick off and get underway behind us. And, of course, the wonderful tour guide, Eddie Wozbutsky.
Yes.
Yes, he's
Yes.
such a charming bloke. His
He
knowledge
is.
is phenomenal.
He is. And he's a tour guide for Botanica as well, so he comes very well recommended indefinitely so. Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Now, the Secret Gardens of the Dandenong Ranges, as I mentioned, it's a special tour where these private gardens are being opened up to the public.
That's true, yes. I mean, it's a very special tour because we've designed this tour so people come. They leave their cars in one place, and then we give them morning tea, and then off they go in these luxury coaches, and they will do 2 gardens, and then we'll go and have a wonderful luncheon experience.
Now, to find out more and to get your tickets, of course, you have to go to Google the Secret Gardens of the Dandenong Ranges. We'll also include a link in this post when we get back to the studio later on. Of course, you can follow the link that we've already got in the post, which will take you to the Facebook page, and you can find your tickets online there. Get in quick because they are going, and you need to, if you want to have a specific date that you'd like to book in or a specific experience, whether it's the village experience or the Puffing Billy experience, or as we mentioned, the fine dining experience, or even the gourmet picnic experience, you've got to lock those particular experiences in via the website. Of course, and then on Saturday we came to the Yarra Valley Oktoberfest and shared some of the fun vibe. I was the MC for the event, and we're going to share with you some of the pretzel eating competition that was held on the day.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, it's time for our pretzel eating competition. First to finish the pretzel and wash it down and have nothing left in their mouth wins the fantastic $50 voucher. 1, 2, 3, los! And there are making their way through. This young man is doing really well. He's struggling a little bit, but she's giving it a good go. Yeah, encourage her, guys. Encourage her. Give him your support. Come on, John. Come on. Jill, you let the team down. It's not easy to get one of these pretzels. It's good things to do. That's a good job. She's getting it in there. And all these coming in, he's got it. He's almost got it. Almost got it there. Over here.
And of course, on Sunday we came down to Chirnside Park, where the Chirnside Park Fire Brigade were holding a fundraiser at their food truck Fiesta. And to find out more about that event, here's Dan. How you going, Dan?
Very, very well, mate. Look at today. What a glorious day to come
Beautiful.
down and get some food from the food trucks here.
Absolutely. I was going to ask, mate, what's happening in Chirnside today?
Well, it's the food truck festival. They're everywhere. We've got ribs, we've got, fairy floss, we've got...
There's buds,
there's everything.
So much down
Yeah.
here. And
We've even got a bar.
you got a bar as well.
There's also a bar, so come on down.
Fantastic, and like on a glorious day like today,
Why wouldn't you?
why wouldn't you? Exactly
Yep.
right, and you can come down and support, of course, a fantastic local fire brigade in the
Yep.
Chirnside Park Fire
So
Brigade.
it's a gold coin donation to come in, and all the proceeds are going to the Chirnside Park CFA so that we can continue protecting our community.
Absolutely, and look, we love supporting the CFA here on Yarra Rangers Live TV. That's why we come to these kind of events, and there's some important CFA messages we'd like to share with our viewers.
Yes, so the fire season is very, very fastly coming upon us. So the advice really is to get your properties ready now.
Yeah.
And, that's picking up the litter around your house, the leaf litter, taking the firewood away from your house, all that kind of stuff is very, very important to do before we head into this fire season, and we've been told it's going to be a big one this year. So
it has been dry. It's been a very dry winter, of course. We'd like to, of course, encourage you to prepare your properties, clean your gutters, and as Dan said, you get rid of that.
Yeah, and we've already had a couple of fires this year, so everything might look green, but it still burns, unfortunately.
Absolutely, and of course, if you like to volunteer for the or be involved with the CFA in a volunteer capacity, they're always looking for and screaming for more daytime volunteers, especially. So, of course, get in touch with your local brigade and find out how you can get involved, and of course, support the work that the CFA do.
Yep.
Of course, what better way to finish off than getting some fantastic hot food from one of the local traders, of course, Jane's Baked Spuds. Of course, she's in Mount Evelyn, and she's also here at the Chirnside Park Food Truck Fiesta. Hey, big thanks to everyone involved in this week's production. Jim Brown for reading the latest local news headlines for us. Mitchell Hatten, cameraman extraordinaire. He works on all of our live broadcasts and love his work. Of course, Danny Field. Danny, thanks for coming on board and working on the midweek wrap. I'm Pat Boucher, of course. As always, we're living, we're loving, we're sharing life in the Yarra Valley and the Ranges and beyond. Only on Yarra Rangers Live TV. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Cheers.